Sucky, sucky now, get up out the kitchen, man, I'm cooking now. Brother, man, slip me skin, suck it to me. And they gotta shut their mouth when they talking to me. I look around, it's a whole lot of flexing mamas. But I hit the highs, man, don't want the drama. Hey, peace and love, baby, keep it.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. You talk about this Rams defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long, there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Now Lamar changing the play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
So pass interference to call. That's going to set him up with a first down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The official's letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the first quarter.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The Ravens at 7-5 now of the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Now Jackson on 2nd down.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson.
Going for Bateman. He's got him on the out route.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Duvernay in motion. Again, Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Jackson will keep it. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
Dobbins diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Evans. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. In motion, the tight end. throwing on third down. Stafford. Flush to his right. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Ravens will take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. He finds the rookie, Zay Flowers. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 34-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson will throw again. His throw incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
To throw is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
1st down, here's Mitchell. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
This has been a nice sustained drive, and after a run like that, I'd be surprised if they don't come back with even more running plays.
On first and goal, they'll try the option left. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Let's go.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up first and 10. They start the drive with Evans. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play, second down coming up.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10. And they'll go right back to Evans. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's third and 10. Throwing is Stafford. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. And I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Dobbins trying the left side. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. On first down, they'll start out with Evans. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3.
59!
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished there.
Ready?
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
10.
Now Stafford. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be out right at the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he goes out right around the 39. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
32.
Here's Stafford. This ball complete. It's an out route to Thielen. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Third and 3.
Zebra. And middle.
Throwing again is Stafford. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, give me radar. 20 hot.
They'll stay on the ground. Evans again. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. He'll flip this out to Evans. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
On 2nd down, Evans looking for space.
And now the rookie's free.
Now inside the 25.
Touchdown, LA.
make some inroads here to that deficit.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point. He's got it, and that makes our score 24-7.
Makes the score Ravens 24, Rams 7.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. And quickly, they get to the line. Now it's Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. 27 yards there, a first down. Well, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay, 27 yards, and the Ravens add 6 to their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
117 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Alert!
Again, a run with Evans. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Throwing quickly out wide, Atwell. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On first down at Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Roquan Smith. There he goes left side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Hey, 5-0!
Now Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Again, Jackson will keep it. And he's able to break out a run tackle, but then quickly brought down.
That'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 48 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Right back to Dobbins on first.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
An option handoff here to Dobbins. Now he's loose again.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year.
And the Ravens add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th.
Tucker with the extra point, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Hey, 50.
Evans gets it again on second down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
3rd and 2, Stafford able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
They give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
Alert!
They'll run on first down with Evans.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Evans gets it again on second down.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
135 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
32.
Here's Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll
say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And they'll run for it with Evans. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers, let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
They'll go right back to Evans here on 1st down. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Double right. 50-50. Stop.
To throw is Stafford. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 30. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Dancing to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Again, it'll be Evans. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Back to throw. Stafford steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
White.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit.
They're going down fighting.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's looking all the more likely that a fifth straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy,